Well, I mean, I guess I've never seen Ganavess without her arm. She might have just been compensating.
Wow.
No, I'm pretty sure she was even bigger last time I saw her, which was like a long time ago.
Wait, this is the right golem, right? Did she jip us?
Nimeril, that is racist. You can't say things like that.
People can lose weight for a lot of reasons, like severe lack of nutrition, severe sickness, and none of these reasons sound good. At least not the amount of weight she's lost. Like,
If we considered that she's being eaten by something.
Have we actually... Okay, out of character, have we actually looked at the face of this golem?
You've looked at the bottom half. The bottom half is exposed and definitely looks like Ganavess.
well, shall we take the rest of the helmet off?
I think that might be a good idea at this point.
Does it just come off?
So
Or is that also like welded
the
in?
metal plate on the upper half of the head is touching the skin, covering it up, and then past about like where the hairline would be, that is covered in the like barky vines. So the plate goes under the vine on the head.
So we would need to remove the wood part first, and then we would need to get at the metal plate.
Yep, that is correct.
All right. Any objections, or should I just go ahead and start removing?
I would say go for it.
I guess. If we want to move from the chest, like I don't know if we just wanted to finish the
I
chest
think at this
first.
point we're interested in seeing her face. So yeah, I'll go ahead and pull out the plant focus again and see if I can just like peel back the bark.
Okay, so not actually fully removing that part from the rest of the golem, just peeling it back, like you said. Go
Yeah.
ahead and spend the aura. I'm not going to make you roll for this part. You peel back the bark bits. You can see that that metal plate sweeps back and covers the top and back of her head and is shaped roughly like how a skull is shaped. You can also see, once you have peeled back those vines, that one of her ears was pinned under the vines, the ear on the right side of her face. Her left ear is nowhere to be seen. You can see the fleshy stub where it used to be. It's clear that it was burnt or possibly exploded off. There is still the ear canal is still visible, but most of the cartilage has been removed and scarred. You see evidence of extreme burning around the ear canal on that side. Sort of
Question, do we see evidence of healing?
Yeah, it's scarred over.
Oof.
That's true. Corpses don't scar.
Oof. You guys said that she was dead when she exploded?
I mean, I thought she was dead. I wasn't there after that. She exploded, and then I got grounded again.
I'm pretty sure she wasn't dead. Corpses don't tend to heal. I guess that would also explain her loss of weight.
She isn't dead, just starving to death.
Question now is she dead now?
If she isn't dead, if you cut her skin a little bit and she's still alive, she should bleed.
I'm pretty sure we're in unknown territory at this point.
No, I like that test, actually.
I mean, in my experience, dead things don't bleed when you cut them, so I don't know. Seems like a good first test.
Yeah, I was thinking that exact same thing of pricking the face to see if blood comes out.
Who's going to do the honors?
Right, so my vote is Kamina, because then she will officially be affected by the curse having spilled Udon your blood, and will no longer be allowed into heaven.
Wow, rude.
Technically, I'm already affected by the curse because I have spilt my own blood.
Say if you've ever cut yourself shaving.
God damn it! Not getting into heaven. The Dutenbeer children are told to be very careful.
Now I have a question. Does Kamina shave her leg?
I would say yes. The few times I take my armor off, I would say yes because
So for special occasions.
For special occasions, yes.
Mostly just because the hair,
Good. I was just curious about that.
hair is just uncomfortable with armor.
Ow.
Unless it just chafes the hair off.
If your
Feel like
armor
that-
is chafing your hair off, if it's really
That just
chafing at
Also
all,
chasing
that's-
off your skin.
if
Yeah.
your armor is chafing, it is built wrong,
Yeah.
or you are wearing it very wrong.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess I will do it because I don't trust any of these people to do it.
Okay,
Just
Yeah, that's a good instinct.
where exactly are you cutting?
well, her arms are gauntleted, and so it has to be like where are the fleshy bits?
The fleshy bits that are exposed are the bottom of her face and jaw,
Face.
the stump where her left ear used to be, her right ear, and that hole in the plant bits that goes down to her chest.
I would like to avoid the face, but I also want to avoid the plant bits. I'll just do the cheek, I guess.
Which cheek?
Right cheek.
You open up a small cut on her right cheek, see it flush red, begin bleeding, just like cutting any normal elf would produce.
Holy shit, she's alive.
Okay, so the next question is, how alive? Clearly a golem.
He's only mostly dead.
Does she have... Okay, so if she's bleeding, she has a pulse. I don't
Correct.
think-
Or some very convincing blood sorcery, but the first one is simpler.
Do you check for a pulse?
Yes?
Where?
Well, the neck... I guess the chest?
Yeah, the neck is currently covered in, like, metal and vines and shit. So you just touch her chest.
Mm-hmm. Take my gauntlets off.
See if you can feel a heartbeat,
Mm-hmm. She has a pulse.
which means she has a heart. Again, presumably.
So the question is, did she not get into heaven because she never died? Her soul was
Maybe.
never released because she never died.
So this might be kind of a personal question, but is Laeliel dumb or panicky?
She took her oath very seriously.
So yes.
I raise a finger, I put the finger down, and I'm just like, oh my god, I hate everything. I hate everything. I hate everything. I hate. I just sit down on the floor and just like, I hate everything.
Well, good news is we definitely know how to release her soul if she's still alive. You probably don't want to do that though? I'm guessing. I mean, I know family can be complicated and all, but I'm pretty sure that's not.
Wait, can you just? I'm still processing here. Can you just be
I mean-
quiet for a second?
Guess, but where's the fun in that?
Oh my god. Okay, I guess first step question is, can we help her? If not, then
Well, we still haven't fully answered the question of how alive is she. Someone saw fit to make her a golem.
she's biologically alive, I guess. But is she like, I don't know what the word for this would be, spiritually?
Did making her into a golem make her less alive? Was she made into a golem to make her more alive?
Is she like, Addy Marka, you can do empathy magic. Is she like there?
Can you wake her up?
A Golem Vest start up? Golem Vest on?
Golem slowly, like, flexes the hand which was still balanced straight up and like limp, picks up, makes a fist, opens back up, then moves back. Then the elbow straightens out, goes back down to the side. Ganavess appears ready to receive orders.
All right, I'm going to attempt to scan her.
Okay.
Zoom in, enhance.
Bend the aura, don't roll for it, because this is going to be pretty obvious, and there's no penalty for failure.
I bet Addie Marca, like, doesn't detect anything at all, and now she's just busy thinking about all the kinds of fruit salad there are.
But is salsa a fruit salad?
I was about
Yes.
to tell that to you.
Also, Nate, you totally stole the exact thought that I had for how to explain this at the end.
Oh, good.
Also, ketchup is a fruit smoothie.
Stop. Right now. It's time to stop.
Had a little ice, put it in the blender, like chicken.
Add some protein.
I don't know. Tofu, is that better?
I was thinking like, protein powder.
I
Not like. Have you not heard of a protein shake? They don't just like dump like chicken breast in it.
That is no, it is a
Okay,
thing. And
they
it's
do
gross. I've
eggs.
tried
That
one.
is
No,
a thing.
you said protein, and I immediately thought of like the protein
mean-
list at Flat Top Grill.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
Squid.
no.
Oh, let's just add some beef or chicken. Yeah. Let's make a smoothie shop, and when it says add protein, there's a list
Oh
of
my God.
chicken, beef, or fish.
Can I pay extra to
Also-
get the
That's
shrimp?
just what I want.
this is great evidence that all of us are like fucking sedentary nerds. That like we're all like, I'm pretty sure that's how they make protein shakes. They being people who work out.
They being people who make protein shakes.
I've heard of exercise.
I have eaten an egg-based protein shake, and I can tell you they are the worst idea in the fucking world. They just taste gooey.
Ugh.
Like, just imagine if gooey was a flavor.
Gooey.
Ugh.
describe the mouthfeel.
Like,
Describe
I don't
feeling
know. Like, have you ever just like? I was just about to ask if you ever sucked an egg. like that's one of those things that I have done.
Oh my gosh.
This is not the right relatable experience. I don't know. Like,
I
have you
don't
ever
think
tried to
everyone does.
eat? Have you ever tried to eat gack?
Ugh.
Oh,
Ugh.
oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh.
Smells
Imagine-
terrible and plasticky.
It's real bad.
Okay. I believe you.
Uh,
And now I
That's-
regret asking that question.
Eggs can never be eaten raw, except in cookie dough. That is the only exception.
Yes, of course. So
No one wrestles
Deals
like
like Gaston.
Gavlon.
Yeah.
No one
Um,
wheels like Gavlon. No one deals like Gavlon. No
Yeah.
one eats 2 large pounds of meat like Gav. Oh, damn it. I ran out of syllables. Oh, anyway.
some kids
Anyway.
can get a free meal like Gavlon.
There you go.
but all of the parts where he sings, instead of like actually singing the lyrics, he kind of yells wordlessly.
Oh,
Oh.
bring me more beer. My, what a guy, that Gavlon.
I've forgotten my lines already. I'm Gavlon.
Gavlon, 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 Gavlon. That's not even. You tried, buddy.
He gets stage fright. Just
Aw.
freaks out. Can't remember the words.
Unless he has food, then he's okay.
That is okay.
Well, I mean, you say that,
That's
but
true.
he DQ'd.
Yep.
He ate the wrong people's food.
No, anyways, what did you find, Addie Marca?
I don't. Wait, what? Huh? Okay, so you know how when you talk to somebody who's kind of dumb, say like, The lights are on, but nobody's home. Well, the lights aren't on, but no one's demolished the house yet.
Huh.
So
Like-
it's just a body?
What?
There's something there.
But it's not Ganavess. Or not what used to be Ganavess.
Not in any way that I can tell.
And there's no way to get her back?
I don't know.
I mean,
Man, I barely understand what I'm looking at.
If you want to make more empathy checks to get more information, you can, but those are going to require you to roll. This is what you have gotten without rolling.
I mean, I guess I could try to break into the abandoned building. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
Abandoned shouldn't be that hard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, following with the metaphor.
I mean, I might have to break down the door or something.
sort of like what we did to Naluna.
That was a little different.
The door was open.
Naluna was home. She just wasn't. Well, yeah.
The door is open.
Nalina thought that she lived in a safe neighborhood and didn't lock her door.
And it was a neighborhood. There were like 4 of them there. Like 4 houses in that cul-de-sac.
So where are we at on like this being Ganavess again? Because we had doubts, now this. Just trying to get it out there. Like, what percent of Ganavess is this?
Well, I think that it was once Ganavess. The fact that she apparently didn't die from the explosion explains the weight loss.
Well, theoretically, the soul is home. We have it on good evidence that the soul is home.
Well, I'd certainly call a guardian to heaven as a good authority on presence of a soul.
So someone is home somewhere.
But
is this
is that
Ganavess?
someone
It is
Ganavess?
Ganavess.
Like,
Mm.
yeah, but who's home? Like, could this be Ganavess' body, but her soul isn't here, and it's something else?
All right,
And
I'm
if
rolling
that's the case, then where's
Okay.
Ganavess?
Oh,
further empathy.
oh no.
Let's go ahead and spend a willpower too.
Nice.
Yes.
You're all like, oh no, Addie Marca doesn't do this ever. So, it's like she's comatose. Like all the parts of her mind are there, but her mind isn't. Like she's dreaming, but not.
Can we help her? I mean, I have to trust you on this, but it pains me to say it. But
Alternatively, we could take her to the Silician Rune.
how would that help?
Well, I mean, Addie Marca is really good at making people fall over when they're trying to climb a grease pyramid and projecting people's fears and the implication of eels. I don't know if she has much experience with trying to revive a comatose person.
I literally just whispered Addie Marca the words, "You don't know what helping looks like in this context."
The Silician Rune are capable, I assume, much more constructive of empathetic measures.
I suppose it's possible, but as far as I can tell, well, you remember how they helped me,
No?
Nimrel?
Yes.
Well, imagine going into that space inside a mind and not finding the person inside. Because I'm pretty sure that's what would happen. What do you do for them? They might be able to help, but I don't know what they would do.
Well, it's your call, Kamina.
I would like to avoid killing my sister, if possible. But if you don't think it would help, then I'll take your word for it. I just wish there was something we could do.
Well, in the meantime, we'll have a lot of questions about this Golomancy. We could continue disassembling and see if we can figure out where the Golem ends and Ganavess begins.
That's as good a plan as any right now. Let's do it.
What is your next step?
Well, we know the metal rods go through the chest.
Mhm.
Basically, I guess
Do we know that?
I'm pretty sure Sylvia confirmed it.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. I'm gonna say that the hole that you guys made in the plant bits around the chest was near to one of those rods. So you can see that the rod actually penetrates through the skin.
My current guess is that the plant parts are just working as a sort of life support.
Well,
If anything.
we could either remove the metal skull or go back to the chest, I guess. Yeah. Yes?
There is a gem.
Pretty sure we can see it.
But hang on, I don't really know how golems will work. Would you need a gem if the subject was still living?
I mean, we're getting into some Jaldaria shit. Like, even more than we already were.
My guess is if we keep untangling the chest piece, we might find a gem.
If there's nothing, Adimarka, are you certain there's nothing, like, nothing the Solution Rune could do? Or nothing worthwhile the Solution Rune could do?
Certain? No.
Yeah, and
I can't
they're very
say that I'm
secretive
certain.
about it, so even if we wanted to, like, learn more from them, they're not going to tell us anything.
You'll have to remember, I never grew up among the Solicin. I don't truly know what they do. I know what I do.
If it's alright with you guys, I would like to get, and if it is possible, I would like to get a word in from them before making the final decision.
If we're looking for outside help, then I would say they are one of 4 options that I could see considering.
4?
The Solicin Rune are the most likely to be able to make contact with whatever is left of her mind. The Jaldaria are the most likely to know something about this technology. Perhaps even more so than the Nalsarkoth, who are the ones who reportedly built her in the first place, although I'm beginning to wonder now if the Nalsarkoth definition of building involves paying a Jaldaria to do it and then taking credit for it.
It's called subcontracting, and it is a proud tradition of theirs.
And other than that,
Hell, it's a rite of passage for the Vals.
and past that, the scholars at Ortherby are some of the biggest nerds in Shell El Susaloth. When weird things happen with magic, there's always a chance they know something.
The answer that I like the most is the Solicin Rune, because of the other three, I can't see any guarantee of Ganavess here not becoming one of their experiments. And if it's going to come to that, I will kill her myself. But I'd like to at least talk to her one last time before I saw her go.
In that case, the Solicin Rune is probably your best.
Do we know anyone there that could help us, or would we be going in blind?
I mean, I could try to call in a favor from my half-sister.
Half-sister?
Oh. Have we not told you?
I mean, I feel like I'm missing some context, yes. I guess we can call it even, maybe.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Have we not been properly introduced? My full name is Hattie Marka Velvlas Res Valsulisan Brunumarth, daughter of Ash Warren, raised by Venetia.
Oh wait, it's like, this is now Kamina starts just like, god fucking damn it, what is wrong with this clan?
You got me.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I thought my clan was supposed to be like 90% peasants. Instead we have the daughter, we have, what is it, like Howdril, some Val in the Beldraby, and Fionlar is the daughter of the Ilhars of the Ilhardro.
Daughter?
Or sorry, son. I was mixing Adimarka.
That's actually like, I thought you were role-playing there because Ilhardro men dress like women.
Fair, then yes. Adimarka
Kamina hasn't realized yet.
Adimarka is the daughter of two Ilharises. What the? Yeah, what the fuck? Like, I thought I was weird.
Also, Kamina is Halm royalty.
Can't we just have normal people?
Yes, I was there for that, but that doesn't count. That doesn't mean anything. Nimro, are you gonna tell me you're like the long-lost son of Sharis or something?
No, definitely not.
No, he doesn't like telling people that.
Oh, I can't tell if they're serious or not.
Wait, stop. Consider who said it. And then
Fair.
you have your answer.
Alright, well, if you're okay with it, if you want to do a little bit more investigating, that's fine, but I would like to put Ganavess back together before we head towards the Solicin Rune.
I mean, we just got back. There's no way I'm leaving today.
No, and plus I want that axe from Gofflon. we'll
Green
wait.
Ass Plant Festival that isn't green at all, and only has jokes to do with asses, is not going to be over for another week or so.
So we can head out after a while.
I suppose it is probably best to put her back together again. We don't know how much of the armor is keeping her alive.
Also, we should put the helmet back on, because
If I had to guess, the armor is just the protective outer casing. If any of the golem bits are actually involved in her core operations, I'm betting on the plant matter. This
Mhm.
weird stringy shit.
However,
Mhm.
maybe the plants are somehow giving her nutrients. I don't really know how plants work. God
They
damn it.
did not give you an owner's manual.
Well, they should
We
have.
think-
Did she come with a warranty?
Does the armor
No.
give space for her mouth?
Yes.
Okay. Then we might consider making some protein shakes for her
egg
and feeding them to her.
yak flavored.
Give her some sort of nutrients, since we don't know if the plants do it or not. Oh my gosh.
Sylvia asking the real questions. Fuck this soul
Do we have to
nonsense.
water
Can we
her?
get crunk with Golem Vess? She has a nose. She has a nose. Can she do coke?
No.
I have a very severe concern.
Do
We
her
had
lungs work? Can she smoke skooma with us?
Oh my gosh.
We are
the
not
armor
doing
is
this.
welded
Sylvia,
onto her. What happens if we get her drunk and she needs to pee? Guys, this is a non-trivial question, guys.
You
Maybe
all
she doesn't.
look-
Maybe she doesn't eat then.
Is Addie Marca looking meaningfully at the metal cot piece?
Suspiciously.
Suspiciously.
I'm just
I
saying.
suppose if it's welded on, perhaps she doesn't have to eat.
But does she have a liver?
Can we command her to tell us? Would she know? Do you have an owner's manual built in, maybe?
I mean, this is a way to do some science. Just saying.
Oh no. I mean, so far she has not been terribly responsive to questions.
Does she pee?
I mean, I don't know.
My working theory is that the command module controls physical functions, but not so much her mental faculties.
Could we command pee?
That's a fair.
Go gadget urinate.
I am going to take a moment to just try to think, how would I do this? And yeah, I kind of want to do that.
Okay, then what is your next step?
I mean, did we ever figure out if there is a head underneath that helmet?
Yeah, didn't we?
Okay, but we found the metal piece and then sort of stopped investigating.
Yeah, the metal is definitely covering up the,
Face. Oh.
above the cheeks. So it's covering where the eyes would be, the forehead, and sweeps back to the top, sides, and back of the head. You haven't seen what's under that.
Yeah, there's a metal skull piece.
Y'all remember Digimon?
Oh, is it like Greymon?
Yes.
Anjumon and Anjawomon?
Oh.
Oh! I know that. Oh my gosh. I watched Digimon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, if you'd said the angel one, I would have known exactly what you're talking about. That's cool.
Yeah. That's the parts that are covering his head also that's what this metal is covering on Golem Vess's.
Mm-hmm. Opening her chest up? Oh. I thought, hey, why are we opening her up more? I thought we were putting back together.
Yeah, we're thinking about either opening that up or maybe chest.
I mean, the face. We did half that job, and then now we don't know if there's more face under there or not.
I will open up the faceplate.
Roll that shit. Intelligence or wisdom plus affinity. Difficulty 7. Okay. So as Sylvia is rolling the metal off of the face, Sylvia, you get to you're starting from the nose area, from the front of it, and trying to bend back the metal, and it's at first you just kind of bend back the metal, But then you hear this wet noise, and you stop because you're like, what the fuck is that? You see some blood start to leak out from under the mask.
Sylvia?
So you realize that the metal is like attached to the face parts, to the face meat, a bit more than you initially thought. So you proceed more cautiously, roll back the metal slower, and use your magic to like liquefy it in places so that it loosens and you can pull it away from the skin. Despite your best efforts, you leave a few drops of metal that are stuck to the flesh that you expose. And what you see is quite ugly and horrific. The face meat is all the face meat is well done. There are severe, very old and scarred over burns, like 3rd and 4th degree burns. The left side much, much worse than the right. And in the place of where the left eye would be, there is a more traditional Manatech circuit board type thing integrated into the skull, which you can see exposed bone in places, so you can confirm that Ganavess's skull is still part of this golem. But the left eye socket and occipital bone have largely been replaced by this Manatech circuitry, and where the eyeball would be is a circular jade gem.
Well, I guess Head was correct. So, how could this be what's suppressing her mind?
It could be what's containing her mind.
You can see that around the circuitry, like the circuitry takes up a very, very small portion of this. It's like this metal plate with the Manatech circuitry on it, where her like left upper cheekbone and brow ridge would be. And it's holding, but the parts that are holding this jade like sphere in place are all that like clover moss plant stuff. Looks like it's all packed in behind where, like inside of the ocular cavity.
Do we have any way of telling?
Yeah, you do. Somebody needs to roll me some intelligence plus mana arts and interact with it. Like touch it.
Okay. Question. Of present company, is Addie the best for that?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I couldn't remember if anyone else was wizardier. Because I was
This
going
will
to
All
use
of those
that.
are school. All
Yep.
those nerds are at school.
This roll, it does not, like, don't spend an aura for this isn't you casting a spell.
Okay. I will spend a willpower, though.
Okay.
So, intelligence plus mana arts was the roll?
Yep, difficulty 6.
It's pretty good, I guess.
This is a plant focus?
So I'm guessing the control gem interfaces with this gem, allowing you to manipulate her body via the plants. Well, we have the controller gem. That would be my guess anyway.
Oh, okay. Like
Raise your arm.
Raise arm.
So, pretty sure that this plant focus isn't any sort of like receiver. Based on the circuitry here, there's not enough going on for it to be the part that's actually taking commands in. It's got to be, I mean, it might be part of the way that the golem is controlled in a motor sense, but it's got to be connected to something else.
Just so you know, Sylvia has peeled back the like head plate to about where like the forehead is. So the top and back of the head are not yet exposed.
So, the circuitry here suggests that it is connecting to other working components within the golem. Possibly something nearby. I'm still not convinced the brain hasn't been messed with.
Oh, most certainly.
Yeah. I mean, no one's gonna put a plant focus, certainly not a fancy, high quality one like this one. I mean, pure fucking jade? Really? No one's going to put that in as a decorative component. This is doing something.
So since we have to end soon, I'm gonna give you a bit of direction. I really want you to pull back that head plate further.
All right, let's do it right now.
I do too.
Sylvia, difficulty 8 this time. Nice. As Sylvia goes to peel back the plate, Sylvia is being very careful. I'm not going to whisper this to you for the sake of time. Sylvia, you realize that parts of this metal are connected to Manitex circuitry around the inside edges. So whenever you're rolling it back, at a certain point you stop and make a incision along the edge close to where the ears are, so that instead of rolling the metal, you're more unhinging it as to damage as little of the circuitry as. And when you open this skull plate and expose the top and back of the skull, you see that, in fact, most of Ganavess's skull has been removed. And there's no brain or flesh inside. It's full of that plant matter and circuitry and a massive mana core sitting inside of the metal plate, nestled where the brain would be if this were an actual elf. It's sitting up slightly higher. So, Kamina, again, for the sake of time, you have ranks in medicine. You're like, okay, so the bottom part of the brain might still be in there, like the brain stem, which would explain how the body is still alive and the heart is still beating. But all of the thinky bits, all of the cortex, that's gone. It's been replaced by this plant matter and this mana core, which Sylvia, messaging you this.
So, is this is it actually like a gem similar to either like a foci or a sealer gem, traditional summon gem?
They've made a summon out of her. Facial expression is completely inappropriate smile.
What the fuck?
And scene.